tear you down. You gotta stand up and fight. Oh, you gotta stand up. Oh, you. Oh, you. Fight.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they...
Oh, you.
In person is so much more beautiful.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the world's dopest podcast, the Marley State of Mind podcast. Down here at the Bunch of Bull Studios as per usual. Hey, tonight I got a special guest with me. Got my man Josh here. What's going on with you, bro?
What's up, man? How you doing today?
I'm feeling lovely, bro. How you feeling?
I'm excited to talk to a fellow passionate turtle lover.
Oh, man, what? Yeah, man, this is dope. I just found out before we came on camera exactly what you had going on with the turtle concept. But before I get into all that, I like to kick it off saying how I was introduced to the individual or creative that I have on a set, and this one's no different. You and I met through the Bunch of Bull family, right down here at the Bunch of Bull Studios. I seen you down here, and you guys were already doing the podcast with the trading cards, so I know you're heavy in the trading card world. And I really had no idea until I really got with Jesse just how lucrative it can be.
Oh, yeah, you won't believe it.
With trading cards, yeah, bro. I had no idea. Just about all the different facets of trading cards. To me, it was always just kind of real surface, and I knew about Pokemon, really for the most part. But yeah, man, how did you get into the trading card world? Like, what brought you? What made you so passionate about it?
Well, I mean, when I was little, like I was saying earlier, I was born in '88. So by the time I was like 10, 11, the very first Pokemon card game came out in '99, like 2000. You know what I mean? So I grew up playing Pokemon, and then Yu-Gi-Oh came out. Yu-Gi-Oh was so popular, and then like Pokemon kind of phased out. Like that was little kid card game. So now like we're teenagers, we be playing Yu-Gi-Oh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I never had any friends that played Magic, which I play now. I've actually just started playing Magic like the last,
Magic
2,
the
3 years?
Yeah.
2 years, 3 years? Yeah, not very long. I was always like aware of it. Just never had anyone in my life, as a kid. I didn't have the ability to just go.
No one introduced you to it.
Yeah, do whatever I want, go buy it or drive somewhere, or just didn't have any friends that played it. But so yeah, I've been playing cards like my whole, I'd say till high school.
Yeah.
But then after high school, start to get into other things.
Girls mostly, yeah.
Girls, skateboarding.
Hey, bro, listen, that's how, funny story about girls, right, and getting into high school. I had a homie, rest in peace, Scoot, man. What's up? I had a homie, and we were all chilling, and I was like, you still play with toys? He was like, nah, bro. He's like, I thought about a girl named Jen. I won't say her last name because of whatever, but he's like, I thought about Jen coming in my room, and I just got all these toys on the floor and what that would look like. He's like, I stopped playing with toys ever since. He said that to me. I'm like, yo, he's absolutely fucking right. And I got rid of all my toys the next day, bro. And I had hella toys. I had the wrestling action figures. I had the Marvel. I had the X-Men action figures. Like my toy collection was stupid.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck that shit.
Yeah, dude.
Like, fuck that shit, bro.
I remember the day they all go in a bin.
Mm-hmm.
They went from just being everywhere throughout the room, like here, there, like on your wall, and then the next thing you know, it's like, you're right. This is going to go in a box, and then like you kind of forget about the box, and then the box is gone.
But you never had that with trading cards, though, huh?
Nah, so I was the worst, man. Like ADD, spoiled little brat. Like I would get all these cards, and then like, oh, I don't have it, so, or I already have this one, so just throw it down, throw it away, like throw it on the floor, goes in a corner,
right?
Like not care. And then, like I said, I played Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, so we'd be playing them, not really taking care of anything that was like expensive.
Did you have any idea of like the concept of value at that time?
Like
you were playing with them? Like
back then though, like when we were playing with like base Charizards, like I didn't get no first edition because like it came and went before I even like realized what it was.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we got like the unlimited, like the next set, but they'd only be like $100.
Right.
Like for a Charizard. So I'm like, wow, that's crazy expensive.
I feel like you should be in here too, Jess. By the way, man.
Yeah, he could be a big part of the come jump in. Nah, man, disrespectful. I was that kid with the Charizard in my front pocket. Do you know what I mean?
It. Corners getting bent and all that.
Yeah, no sleeves. I put it down, just scratch it. Like, look at this. Yeah, pocket squonk. Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
Nah, no.
So no real appreciation of the value
dude.
Of the
Toys,
cards
I do the same thing, dude. Like, play with them till they break.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I never I was hard on things. You know what I mean?
Have a good one, bro.
I destroyed stuff.
Yeah, I think that's the kid thing to do, like, because we really don't.
I burned through it, man.
We don't value money because we don't understand the value of it because we're
No
not working
concept.
for it until you start working
No.
for it and
It wasn't
understanding the
until I was a
hours.
teenager.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Because now you have a different
Yeah.
concept of what
But
the
like 8 to like 12, 13?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Ran through the shit.
But the reason we have you here tonight, which I didn't even realize you had this going on, which is I find to be very dope, is so through your passion of trading cards and dealing with trading cards, you decide to
Yeah.
create your own
Yeah.
your own form of trading cards.
Yeah, so what it was, there was this game, and they're not around
I got
anymore.
a joint for us. Don't worry, bro.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I got a joint for us.
There was this game that I got into, and it's not around anymore, but it was about like cryptids like Bigfoot and Mothman, and
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Like different mythical creatures.
Yeah, like Loch Ness
Loch Ness
Monster, all
right.
that shit.
Yeti type shit.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, I didn't play card games since I was like 14, 15. You know? And that game just brought it right back. I was like, I'm single right now, all kind of shit. Stars aligned. Like, you know, like we're talking about with girls, like I never played a card game. Don't even really never even played video games really. Like
Right.
Call of Duty online, like, you know, when girls aren't around, you know what I mean? When me and my boys can like, you know, link up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, whenever you can cut up for real.
Yeah, so that game brought me back out, and then like me and Jesse started linking up because he liked the card game.
Yeah.
So we're playing the shit out of that card game, and then I'm like happy as could be. I'm not thinking about nothing, just playing this card game, doing my thing, living my life. And then they went out of business, and I'm like, damn, dude, I got this big hole like I need to fill.
You got this void.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's how I started playing Magic. But at the same time, I'm like, I love Ninja Turtles more than anything. More
Really?
than anything. Like since
Yeah?
day one, Ninja Turtles been my shit.
Who's your favorite turtle?
Michelangelo.
Why?
I don't know. He's so cool. Party
He
dude.
is cool. Yeah.
You know what I
for
mean?
sure.
Laid back. He's the
He's-
party
he's-
dude.
He's the stoner turtle, really.
100%.
If they made him in today's time, bro's definitely a stoner.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this other card game, as soon as it went out of business, I immediately opened up a book and just started writing. And then I draw little rectangles, you know, the same size as cards.
Yeah.
And then cut them out and have like cards to play with, but they would just have words. And then like once I got like all the mechanics, the way the game works, the way it functions, you know what I mean? All like settled, like how I want to do it, how I think it's going to play, like the interactions. And then by the time I got like a shit ton done on paper, then I was like, all right, I need to find an artist or else it's going to be just like
And
a little
going
silly
away.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got really lucky and I met a guy named Alejandro. Shout out him. And he's from Chile. And
Okay.
he's our age. He loves Ninja Turtles. He's actually like an artist. Like that's what he does.
How did you come to meet Alejandro?
Instagram.
Okay.
So I'm like on Instagram just looking at artists that are drawing anything Ninja Turtles. Anybody who draws Ninja Turtles, I'm like,
So you did some research. To
yeah.
find Alejandro.
I asked this one guy, I can't even pronounce his name. He's from Japan. And nice. And he told me no. He was like, it's gonna be too hard, blah blah blah. His artwork was really good, but I think it was all blessing because then I met Alejandro. He was an artist. He's like, I explained to him, I was like, I want to make a card game that's a lot like Pokemon. Long story short, he was like, you know, whatever. I think it's a cool idea. So he was like, I'll sell you the pictures I already have drawn.
Yeah.
Ran through that. You know, I'd be paying
You
him
already
100
had that many turtle pictures drawn up.
Yeah, because he has a website where he makes sells shirts. So he'll draw pictures, put them on a shirt, sell the shirt.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
For sure, yeah.
So he already has
So
his
he had
own-
some merch.
Yeah, he already has a website with like 100 shirts.
Right.
So he's like, all right, I'll sell you what I already have. And I'm like, all right. You know, and then boom, I'm giving him like, boom, money, paying. And then I'm like making the card game, you know, get like a computer app and everything.
Now, how official is it? Do you guys have like? I hate to say this even on camera because I don't want to get too much in your business. So if you feel comfortable
No,
answering,
go right ahead.
But do you guys have contracts set up for this? You and Alejandro, or how's this? Really? Yeah.
No, we settled on a price per picture, like art,
Yeah.
and I pay for 4 at a time. So he makes me 4 cards, like artwork.
But you don't have to worry about any royalties paying to him or anything like that after the.
Nah,
Okay.
No, they're my pictures. Like he sells them to me.
What date is this? Make sure y'all heard this on this date. So Alejandro, this is the deal. When this goes up, bro, we don't want to hear no coming back on no other shit, bro.
But we basically have. Well, it's not basically. We do have an agreement, and like and also like any of the cards he draws, if he wants to put them on a shirt and sell them on his website,
Okay, you can still use them.
I
as
said
merch.
go right ahead.
Yeah,
Anything I pay you to draw me, you don't ever have to ask. Do whatever you want with it, but I still get to do whatever I want with it.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was gonna say also, he's like one of those people. Sorry guys, I'm just like randomly chiming in now.
No, yeah. Welcome Jesse, the big bull himself.
He's one of those people that's like obviously very integral to the situation.
Yeah.
So as we have progressed, more so you know, I'm just here to back how I can. He's like gonna be continually thought about. You know what I mean? It's not
Right.
like
He's the only artist I'm gonna have do the cards.
Right.
yeah, so
Unless
it's not like
something
we're gonna
happens to
get
this guy,
big
which
and
God
then
forbid he
we
doesn't.
make this money and he's just you know what I mean? He's gonna probably get broken off a check that he doesn't
sure.
even know is coming one day.
For sure.
So, yeah, I think. But that's the awesome thing is usually especially in our generation, a slightly older generation, word is bond. You mean like you get more. Like if you brought a contract to me, I'll do the contract. You know what I mean? Like but that's what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? As a man of your word, and you show me word is bond, and we can really like have a verbal agreement that stands. I'll go above and beyond because now I know that you probably would do the same because we're just men of our words. We have honor.
No, I definitely understand that. And it is a generational thing to where you do get that. The only reason I inquired,
that never even got brought up. Like I didn't think about it. He didn't bring it up.
it's the first thing I thought about.
Yeah, I bet.
Just because you hear I'm big into like judge shows and shit. You know what I mean? Like I love Judge Million. Shout out Judge
Mathis.
Million. What up? Yeah, Judge Mathis. You know what I mean? Judge Judy. All that shit. And it's so many times you hear about situations where we were homies
Yeah, and it got ruined over business.
over business.
Yep.
And it'd be a few $1,000s or something crazy. So, and I always imagine with $1 million. Like I had a good friend of mine who's in music, who's successful, who's really successful, as a producer, and he said he had no idea how much like a few $100,000 could ruin a friendship or
Oh, I
how
could
it would
see
change
it.
things. So he said then
I could
once
see it.
millions started being talked about, he was like,
Yeah.
you ain't know who was who or what was what. So that's the only reason I inquire about that. I mean, I'm sure
Yeah.
Alejandro's a stand-up dude. What up, Alejandro? Shout out to you. What's your Instagram and his Instagram? Shout out Alejandro if you could.
It's ALE _ Jedi Knight. So Al Jedi Knight. That's his.
Just ain't gonna want that joint, bro.
And mine's TMNT TCG.
Okay.
It's pretty simple. With an underscore. TMNT _ TCG.
And shout out Perp.
Hey, what up, Perp?
We
see
appreciate you.
We appreciate you joining us. Griff. in
My
the
mic's
building.
dying,
What's
so I gotta like turn it on and off as I need it.
happening? We gotta get you those rechargeable batteries. So. I forgot to recharge. Oh, for real. So I digress, man. So we want to get back into. So you started searching actively after you had the idea. You kind of made a base model just for something.
Yep.
For pure entertainment for yourself. So you wrote it down. As you started to see the potential in it, as you started to enjoy it more yourself, you started to actively seek an artist who can bring your vision to life. And you stumbled across Alejandro's where we left off, and you contacted him, and you guys came to this agreement.
Yeah. It took time. Like every time I like buy 4 cards, and then eventually was like, all right, I need a frame because it would just be the square with the picture, not like the rest of the card, the frame. So then I'm like, all right, let me pay you to design this frame, and I already like drew it like shit, chicken scratch, and he could decipher like any of my horrible like
He could turn
you know
into
what I
your
mean?
vision. He could turn into your true vision.
So he made the frame of the card, and then he's asking like all these questions about it, and then I'm like, and then next thing you know, he's asking me, hey, I've finished these cards. What are the next 4? And then I'm like, hey, I finished these
He's
cards.
getting
What
as
are the next 4?
enthusiastic as you are about it.
Yeah. At one point, he had made 8 cards. I didn't even get to pay him for them yet.
Yeah.
Because he just kept hammering me, and then he's like, oh, hey, by the way, you know, blah blah blah. The last 2 payments. I'm like, yeah, man, yeah, no problem. You know what I mean? So now he's like actively doing it. You know what I mean?
Awesome. Now, is Alejandro himself? Is he interested in like trading cards? Is he just purely a Ninja Turtle fan?
Yeah, Ninja Turtles. Like I was saying, he's an artist. He has his own. Like comic.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it a manga. I think it's like a
Okay.
comic.
Really? That's dope.
Yeah, it's awesome. That's just what he does. But he takes commissions for like other stuff. So he's drawn like some Power Rangers, some obviously like things from our childhood like Godzilla, Ghostbusters. You know
Remember,
what I mean?
remember VR Troopers?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, big bad beetle bugs.
Beetleborgs.
Yeah, big bad beetle boards.
Yep.
No.
Not that
I
one.
remember those guys. I remember the one with Joey Lawrence. Is that his name? Was it Joey Lawrence?
I'm not sure.
Where he went into the computer as a he was like on some.
I don't remember.
That one was fire too. I remember that shit. It wasn't I can't remember the Lawrence brothers, but he was one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we said VR
yeah.
Troopers. Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
Yes, I remember that.
But you were a fan of that shit as well, like.
Yeah. Ninja Turtles was number one. Like everything else was like Turtles are here. Everything else is like
Okay.
big gap.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Power Rangers was sick, but like
Power Rangers was my shit,
but
bro.
like after season 2, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Done. You
Man,
know what I mean?
Power Rangers was my shit. I got with it up until they got those weird ninja suits. Like they just
Yeah,
had to, like.
yeah.
That's when I was like, no,
Yeah.
we're not doing it.
After the first movie, the
Yeah,
movie
yep,
came
yep,
out.
yep.
The movie was sick.
Mm-hmm.
They kicked some of the old Power Rangers out, and then I was all downhill from there.
Yep. No, 100%.
They ruined it by.
They did ruin it.
What about Kamen Rider?
What is it?
It's called Kamen Rider.
I don't recall.
He
Kamen
was
Rider.
kind of like Beetleborgs, but
Zoids is what I think of.
it was just one dude, and he kind of looked like a fly, kind of like his eyes were real big like a
Oh,
fly.
I think I do know what you're talking about. I never got into bro.
And then there was a cartoon, but it was kind of like same concept. Metabots.
Metabots.
Metabots was yeah.
It was super under.
Zoids was
what
great.
predated
Zoids
that
was
shit.
very good.
What predated that shit was like BattleBots or Thundercats. type
Thundercats,
shit. There was another one.
the
I'm not thinking-
Herculoids with the two
Power
blobs.
Rangers had the Zoids, the Megazord. And
Yeah,
all
but
that,
this
but
one had the Zoids too back in the day.
Voltron, you're talking Voltron.
Voltron. Yes.
Voltron,
Yeah.
They
Voltron.
came together like the Megazord.
Yep, yep. That predated all that shit. So shout out to them. My pops was real heavy into that shit. The Voltron. We used to watch that shit coming up. My dad.
You
was
know
big
what-
into martial arts in general, so we watched all type of.
You know what the Power Rangers like actual name of the show is?
No,
Because and this is a fun fact for people that don't know.
This is fun.
You might know.
this was a fun episode.
So the Power Rangers, everything that we have in America, everything that from the first series, like the Mighty
Everything-
Morphin,
Everything.
that was in costume,
Yeah.
none of our actors ever filmed any of it.
It was already pre-filmed.
Everything about the show is pre-filmed except for the people
The American
out of
people.
costume.
Bro. y'all just blew
And then
my
they
mind with
just
that shit,
voice
bro.
overed everything
Yeah.
because there's a running series. It's still actually going right
There's
now.
some-
Yeah,
Thunder-
never ended.
Thundercat.
Never- yeah. We just.
It's called Super Sentai Rangers
Yeah.
or Super Sentai Squad or
That's what it
something
is,
like that.
Super
Get the fuck
Sentai,
out.
yeah.
So they're just using stock footage from
Yeah.
from
Well,
overseas and they're
Super
filling in the
yeah,
gaps.
and
That's
so
just like the
Super
whole first
Sentai.
series, 4 seasons.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and Super Sentai is like all the Power Rangers that we have seen, all the different series and shit. That's all Super Sentai. It's just, but that's one series, and these are all just different seasons where the new Rangers come in. But America turned them all into
Bro,
separate series.
Y'all just blew my mind with this shit. So it's like a whole multiverse
Yeah,
to this shit, really low key.
We never knew it
Damn.
because like we didn't have the internet.
Yeah.
In like early 90s.
and they did it so well for the quality of what
They
it
did
was
great.
then.
Can you imagine the
No,
film
man.
writers that were behind that?
Yeah, like
they-
if you watch
they
it
were on some
nowadays, you can tell. But back then, that was the quality of typical TV, so it didn't look any
Yeah.
different to
It
us.
looked like Baywatch would have looked at that time.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, Power Rangers was awesome, man. The Green Ranger when that shit dropped. He
Tommy?
was bad guy.
Tommy was that dude.
For 5 straight episodes, he literally was taking over the world single-handedly.
Yeah.
with the
Yeah,
flute
R.I.P.
and a dagger.
JDF.
Yeah. I almost cried. Guess what? He killed himself on my birthday.
Damn.
That's
Dude,
reckless.
I woke up on my birthday. I'm on my phone in my bed. I found out.
And
he
I
killed
can't wait.
himself, dude.
That's crazy.
I
bro.
can't wait till his
sucks.
his love project, for lack of a better term. I can't wait till it gets released, and we actually get to see he did a movie.
Yeah.
He like all his own. He paid for it out of his pocket,
Yeah.
everything,
Yep.
and it's all like based on
Isn't
not the White Ranger,
I thought it was like their own
but
story too.
yeah, it's like its own story, own universe, and everything. But the main characters are like the White Ranger and Green Ranger.
Inspired by,
Yeah,
like, type shit, yeah.
and it's like the White Dragon Knight and Green Dragon Knight, and like it's wild. It's a lot more adult than the Power Rangers were. Like dudes got guns in it and shit
Yeah.
like that. So I'm interested to see whenever they finalize that, and because
I'm
they said it
surprised
was
they haven't-
finished filming.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't expedited that, given the like cult following that they have, and the ability to like monetize all that shit. I'm surprised someone hasn't jumped on it.
Bro, I find it hard to believe.
To be as perfect as possible. Like I think they want it to just be so
I-
phenomenal that people are, you know what I mean? They want to take their time with it, I believe.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and flat out say it. I don't think he killed himself.
really?
Yeah, bro, I don't.
No,
I
listen.
don't.
I mean, I'm curious. So
Yeah, I know. I'm that in disbelief.
why do you say that? What leads you to believe that? I'm curious.
I don't know. I be spending time in Facebook groups that are very conspiracy oriented.
I never looked into it. I usually do looking at like celebrity deaths that I like the Brittany
Yeah.
Murphy's death was like super suspicious. Like I look into that shit. So that's why I'm wondering what's your motive behind.
Was that the Ashton Kutcher's girlfriend one?
Yeah.
Yeah, they killed her.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
They
bro.
killed her.
Yeah, and then her husband died the exact same way, like a year later. They try to say it was like. Anyway, I digress. I don't want to get too much into it.
Well,
Y'all check out that
that's-
documentary, but
But that's basically what I'm saying about him. Is I
Yeah.
think maybe it was his wife.
so to connect that with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? Was he not a turtle at one point in time? Did he not play?
Well, no, but there was an episode of Power Rangers where they had the Ninja Turtles come on their show, and they fought, figured out they're both the good guys, and then teamed up.
Damn, I don't remember that episode.
You remember
That
after
happened?
so after the Ninja
That's
Turtles,
fire.
yeah, dude. After the Ninja Turtles cartoon, the original one,
Yeah.
there was a real life cartoon show where they had the suits like the movie, where it was like real, not drawn, you know.
Right.
And it's called The Next Mutation, and it's very heavily like hated.
I don't even recall that.
It was pretty bad. I watch it. I would watch it to this day because I love turtles, but it was pretty bad. But so those are the turtles from that show that came on in
They
the
did a
Power
crossover
Ranger.
episode
Yeah.
probably to increase the popularity.
Yeah,
of the show, I'm
100%.
sure,
And I'm pretty sure it was by the same company.
yeah. Okay.
The turtle show was produced by the same company that Power Rangers were producing at the time.
Right.
So that was the only crossover.
Damn,
Other
this is
than,
a
like-
fun one already, bro. I like
Other
this
than
shit.
like the new shit, because there's crossovers with like the new ones, right, Jesse? In those comics, isn't there Power Ranger crossovers with Ninja Turtles already?
Yes.
That's what I thought. I don't know nothing about them because I didn't read them, but I hear there's like really cool new shit.
Okay.
Yeah, they got a lot of good crossovers. I'm excited for. They only have one issue out so far of the TMNT Naruto crossover,
Yeah.
and it is so good.
You know anything about Naruto?
We find out that Kakashi and Hamato Yoshi,
Yeah.
Splinter.
they knew each other prior to him being Splinter.
Ask Jesse if I know anything about Naruto.
Yeah, we got him watching it.
He started me on Naruto,
It's the
bro.
best.
Yeah, it is.
It's the
Dope
best.
as fuck.
Dragon Ball Z is the best, but Naruto is the best.
Naruto's the best to me,
Naruto
like,
and
bro.
Bleach are my
Naruto?
like,
Naruto's good.
I just
man.
got into it. I'm in the
Where you
I'm
at?
on the 4th season,
Oh,
episode
my
20
God.
something.
You're nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing, dude. You got so far to go.
One Piece and Bleach.
Yeah. Dude, just wait till you get to the end of Naruto.
They just got done doing that race. The
That was probably filler.
Adate, that my man name with the had the leg weights on. He dropped them shits, started running fast as hell. They're like, why is he so fast?
There's- There's one whole season you could skip. It's all filler, like a whole season.
You probably need that though. I'm about to say I
Nah,
probably
not
need
at all.
that
It's
for,
bad.
for some backstory.
Yeah, and I don't know. There's
I don't know.
everyone I've ever met's
Really?
like skip that whole season. I'm
Really?
like, all right.
Am I on that season?
You might be.
You need to like. I would watch it all just how it is.
I don't mind.
I do that
Naruto's
every
hard
time
as
I
fuck to me.
rewatch animes.
Who's your favorite character so far?
I mean, I can't. It's gonna be corny, but Naruto's my favorite
Yeah,
character
of course.
easily, bro. He's my now. If you had to ask who's my second favorite character,
Yeah.
now that'd be a question.
Who's your favorite villain then? So far, you haven't even met the good ones yet.
Yeah, no, I don't really. I mean, Gara, he was hard
Yeah,
with that sand shit. Like he was hard as fuck for real.
Last time,
That's probably my favorite.
dude,
right
you
now.
got so much more to go. It's so
last
cool.
time we talked, I was telling you about whenever Sasuke leaves the village. Did
Yeah.
that happen yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, he's still in the
Not yet.
village.
Yeah, he's still whack, bro.
Bro.
People were kicking Sasuke because they be hyping him up like he's that dude. He still be getting his ass kicked, bro.
Now,
I don't like that.
yeah, later in the series, he gets turned up, but
He had me geeked. He went against the one dude.
I
in
can't
this
even
episode
say
I'm
anything
talking
because he
about.
doesn't know anything. I can't even talk.
No, don't do it. Don't do
I
it.
can't
to
even
me.
talk.
Don't spoil it
yeah,
for me.
I'm
Oh.
But I've been learning to only speak on certain things
Yeah.
that don't like change major plots.
Yeah. But yeah, Ninja Turtles are in Naruto.
That's crazy.
And it's set in when you're watching it, early Naruto when he's a kid, which is even cooler.
Oh, so we
that
can
was
actually watch them grow.
I guess it's however many episodes, how many issues there's.
Because
I
I know there's Baruto. That's supposed to be his kid and shit, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so there's Naruto, and then there's Naruto Shippuden, which is
just part
time-
2.
Yeah,
It's just part 2.
But it's also the time skip. It's like 2 years have passed. or
Yeah,
whatever,
but-
so he's a little bit older.
Yeah,
And then there's Boruto, and he's an adult in that. And then we'll have Boruto True Blue Vortex.
where he's a teenager,
Yeah, Boruto's grown
which is
up
basically
now.
just part 2.
And that, bro, everything is just so good.
What do you don't know nothing? What do you
You don't know.
you don't know nothing? What do you think about Amado, man? I think about Amado 24/7.
Okay.
He doesn't leave my mind.
Yeah, but here's the whole thing about him is, at the end of the day, nobody can do anything to Kawaki.
Yeah, y'all naming characters I haven't
Yeah.
even been introduced to yet.
Amado's a scientist, a human scientist, but he's so smart that it's like just breaking the show.
Yeah, he's gonna use his whole point of keeping Kawaki alive.
Is to get his daughter back.
Is
But
to
how?
get his daughter back.
How?
That I-
How?
They haven't explained that.
Yeah,
yet.
like how?
I think it's gonna have something. To do
How?
With, I think it's gonna be a mixture of the reanimation jutsu.
Oh, I haven't been introduced to that.
And,
Ochimara.
Yeah.
Somehow using the.
Yeah, you saw him fight where Orochimaru went and attacked the village.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was so good, wasn't
yeah.
it?
Yeah, it was good.
Skutskis or whatever. However
The
you
the
wanna-
Okatsuki and the
Not
Osotsuki.
Yeah, those.
Yeah.
The aliens.
I gotta say both words or I mess one up.
I think that it's going to be a mixture of having like the reanimation jutsu
Mhm.
and having their cells or their bloodline
Mhm.
in you. That's probably going to like counteract the reanimation part.
Oh, dude, I
So
have.
it's going to be just like a full.
Yeah, I have so many ideas.
The whole thing that Orochimaru from the beginning of everything, that was his whole plan, was to figure out how to perfect.
See, with the Orochimaru
his
though,
forbidden jutsu.
his curse mark is identical to the Osutsuki's
Yeah.
what's it called? Karma mark.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
And don't you think it's kind of weird that
Griff's dropping jewels on us over there. He's being stat guy, pulling up the info for us.
don't you think it's kind of weird that Kaguya, after all those years, like it was so easy for her to just
She with her will.
come back?
Yeah, but that was with her will. The little black thing, Black Zetsu. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying when Madara ate the tree fruit,
That's when she was able to do it.
that's my whole point. Is he's probably gonna reanimate her, and having the alien people's DNA in her.
These are fucking aliens, people.
She's gonna have
Dude.
the ability.
He don't even know who the Osutsuki are.
Yeah, but she's gonna have the ability to do the
Hmm.
same thing that Kaguya did.
Do you even know who Madara is? Yeah, you have to know who Madara is. They talked about him.
They spoke of it.
Remember? Okay,
No,
you remember who started the Hidden Leaf Village?
Hashirama
Hashirama.
No,
and Tobirama.
They didn't even get to like this. Who started the village?
Yeah,
Okay,
have you seen,
I
yeah,
don't
you've seen
remember.
At the beginning, yeah, he fights.
I seen at the beginning the non-tail fox. That was mainly the shit that they were showing at
Yeah,
the
but
beginning.
yeah, he was already dead. Ben gone.
Whenever, man, why
You know the faces on the wall.
Yeah, yeah, the
The
Hokages.
very first Hokage.
Yeah, no, they haven't showed them. So I know
Oh,
the third, I
okay.
know the fourth,
Yeah.
the
You're on-
second,
Yeah.
but they haven't talked
Yeah.
about the first Hokage
Oh, okay.
yet. Yeah.
The show's so good, dude.
Whenever Orochimaru came to the village and he did the reanimation jutsu,
Uh-huh.
the two that
Yeah, he brought back the
the two that Hokage fight,
yeah, yeah.
Tobirama and Hashirama.
Okay, yeah.
And
Yeah,
they tried-
yeah,
they
yeah,
tried
yeah,
to
yeah,
bring
yeah, yeah.
back Minato,
Yeah, but
they
couldn't.
didn't let it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you don't even know who
At those
Ma-
scenes,
Madara.
Flash episode like
Yeah.
20.
Madara is Hashirama's best friend growing up, and Hashirama
So they're like equals,
and
basically.
and Madara are the ones who made the Hidden Leaf Village. Dude, Madara is so badass. Just
He
wait.
said dropping
Just
spoilers.
wait till the episode where Madara comes back. It's like
So long.
it's so good.
The end of Shippuden. So,
Oh, you have so long, forever.
Oh, I can't wait, bro.
and at the pace that you're watching,
That's fun though. Like,
you got a minute.
no, I know exactly what you guys are talking about. Like, it's fun to see somebody experience something that you love
This-
for the first time.
The story's so good. They don't ruin it. It just gets better and better. I love it. I think.
Truth of the matter,
personally.
about time I get to the shit y'all talking about, I probably forget that you told me that shit,
Yeah, 100%.
and I'll be.
You gotta pay attention, like pay close attention to not what people say about Itachi throughout the series, but pay attention to Itachi's emotions and shit when they actually show
Yeah, he don't know shit about Itachi.
it. He's already
Yeah, because of how famous his character is.
Oh no, I met Itachi. He came through. Yeah, real quick.
Sasuke tried to fight him. He threw him on the ground.
no,
Yeah.
no problem. It was Pervy Sage. What's my name?
Jiraiya.
Jiraiya came through and saved the day.
He's my favorite character.
Jiraiya
Jiraiya's
is so
hard.
good.
Pervy Sage.
All right, so what about Jorah?
They paint Itachi to look like a total douche.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not.
No.
He murked the whole village, bro.
Yeah.
Just
but you
wait.
don't-
He murked the whole
Just wait.
fucking village.
Just wait. Just
God
wait.
damn.
dude.
Can't. That's one
Just
thing
wait.
I'll tell you that I cannot spoil for you, 'cause, bro.
Oh, so the bad guys are really the good guys.
The revelation
What you saying, Griff?
is crazy.
Just wait.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yep.
You got to pay attention to everything he does, because
You know-
what they say,
you
and
know-
like he carries out his orders. You know, he does what he's supposed to do, but the way everything goes down,
Yeah.
once they tell his story for real at the end,
It's
Yeah.
why.
you're like,
It's
oh,
part of why
holy shit.
Itachi's like the most popular, famous Naruto character.
Okay.
Their story's just so good. You know what moment blew my mind? Was it they're in the hidden rain village, right? It's raining, or the village hidden in the rain, right? And no one knows who Toby is.
Oh, yeah.
This is while Pain's still gone. No one knows who Toby is. Toby's got the mask with the one, you know.
Yeah, I know you're talking
And,
about.
And you see, no, you didn't see his eyes yet. His one eye, right? And then lightning flashes because it's all dark in the rain village. Lightning flashes, and then you're like, why is he talking to Pain? Because they don't even explain that yet, right? And then the lightning flashes, and you see the Sharingan in the hole in the eye, and you're like, who
With
the
the orange
hell?
coming around
Yeah, the
it.
pumpkin face. Yeah, you're like, what Uchiha is that? Like, who would
Yeah.
do that?
Instantly assumes Madara.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but
Like,
this was way before you knew shit
So there's
about.
more Uchiha left than just
Uh,
Sasuke and Itachi?
There's
Okay, I'll
there's
tell
one
you-
specific
I'll
one
tell you the names. I won't tell you like any of their
story, yeah, where they come from.
situations. So you got
Blew my mind.
You got Sasuke.
Yeah, yeah.
You got Madara. And you got Obito.
But just like us, we had no idea who Obito was, because they didn't
Correct.
explain it.
Not until later, whenever Kakashi starts getting into his story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to ask. Cause Kakashi got the same shit.
So
Kakashi got
Obito,
his from Obito.
Obito was an Uchiha who died, and as he was dying, gifted Kakashi his eye
They were best friends.
Okay.
before he died.
Kind of
So
like the Naruto Sasuke.
Yeah, yeah.
situation.
so that's how Kakashi got his eye.
Like competitors, but still friends, like elevating each other.
They
type
were in the
shit.
same team. You know how they put them
Yeah.
in groups of three?
Threes, yeah,
Yeah, they were. They're all team members, but they were like hated each other. But
yeah, like
but
Sasuke
not
and
really.
Naruto type shit.
yeah, but different.
And I
But
don't
yeah,
know if-
Yeah.
but different.
I don't know if they showed the Mangekyo Sharingan yet, but if they did, the whole reason why Kakashi is able to use the Mangekyo, because normally it's supposed to be the Uchiha purely just because the Sharingan's
Yeah.
for them. But
But he's a copycat ninja.
Oh, and that's why he had to train Sasuke,
yeah,
and he didn't want to train Naruto because he had
He
to
had the
train
eye.
Sasuke.
whenever
that makes
Obito
sense.
died, or was dying,
Uh huh.
and he gifted him his eye,
Mm-hmm.
that eye, for a small moment of time,
Yeah.
seen his best friend
Yeah, and it woken up. Yeah.
dying.
Yep.
And that's the whole point of like the Mangekyo is the only way to unlock it is to see the most significant person in your life, like something traumatic happen.
That's fucked up.
One of my favorite, I think my favorite single-handedly my favorite fight is, man, I can't talk, is Kakashi versus Obito
Okay.
at the very end of the war. Oh, it's so good.
The choreography was
That's what I
amazing.
mean. They just put, you could tell like they put a whole bunch of money into that episode, the art, because you know how like they'll put more into like a specific fight,
Sure.
like
they
in
won't
Dragon
just-
Ball
yeah.
Z.
They
Some
just won't
episodes
use
are
stock
beat.
scenes. They
Yeah.
use like
Yeah,
different shit.
Yeah, Obito
They-
was so slick.
so
He was
good.
using Kakashi's hands to finish hand symbols and shit to do stuff. Like they
Yeah.
be fighting and he'd like
Use his hands for
Samurai gun to
for
stand
Jinsu.
down
Yeah.
and fucking use Kakashi's hands to finish a sign and then hit him with shit.
Damn.
There's so much good shit.
Or Naruto versus Pain, just because of the beginning of it. When Naruto actually shows up, Leaf Village is fucking decimated.
He doesn't even know where he
It's
is.
all done.
Yeah.
It literally looks like just a big desert, barren plain, and then all of a sudden you just see giant toad with a giant
Toad.
on top of it, with a
A
giant
toad on top of it, and he's on
and
the
then
toad.
Naruto's up there with two toads on his
Shoulders.
and he's just like, "What the fuck's going on over here? Where am I at? I thought we were at the Leaf Village." He said, "This is the Leaf Village." He said, "I'm gonna kill you."
That was such a good fight.
So was that like? So was Ninja Turtles your introduction into anime? Like, did that help build it? Because I mean, I know Ninja Turtles not anime in the way that we know anime, but
Definitely.
No,
Well,
it was animated,
I would say
and that's probably
so.
why,
Yeah.
like,
The
it was
first-
heavy.
The very first 5 episodes of the 1987 cartoon were drawn and made from Funimation Studios, same people who did Dragon Ball Z.
yeah,
So the same time OG Dragon Ball was being written, same studio, same people, they'd made the first 5 episodes of Ninja Turtles in '87,
damn, that's crazy.
which is also why it is phenomenally better than any other episode ever made after that.
Right.
Because then it was all in America.
Huh.
You know what I mean? So Ninja Turtles, the OG cartoon, is very
Similar
manga,
to anime,
anime.
if not, yeah.
That's like Boondocks. You fuck with the Boondocks.
Oh yeah, heavy, yeah, yeah.
That's an anime.
It made no for sure, yeah,
Yeah, it's all handled by Japanese people.
yeah. They do send the artwork out to
But no,
The
I
Japanese
would
art
say
style.
more officially it would be Dragon Ball Z.
yeah.
My dad and my stepdad fucked with it.
Mhm.
They were like, "This is cool." Like, you know what I mean? So they were like, "Oh, we like that you're into this. This is
Yeah,
cool."
it was a
Everyone's-
it was a bonding thing.
Oh, hell yeah, because they would get into the story. You know, some dads and kids are super into wrestling.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like for me, I wasn't into wrestling so much. It was cool. I just wasn't like that wasn't my shit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
I had both. What up though?
so for me, it was that. You know what I mean?
No, I was into both. My dad was real big. He was a martial artist himself, so he was real big into Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
He was real
Anything
big-
martial arts
anything
oriented,
martial
yeah.
arts, and so for sure we bonded over all that type.
Yeah,
shit
Power
too, bro.
Rangers and Ninja Turtles, wrestling.
And
There
he
was
was
so
big
much-
and he was big into wrestling. He's
Yeah.
the one that got me into wrestling. So
I mean,
man,
late
no.
'80s, early '90s was when it was the best,
yes,
and that's when we got to
Agreed.
watch it. You know what I
Agreed,
mean?
bro? Yeah, I just feel like the '90s was the best everything, bro. Like,
Ever
cartoons, music,
life,
life.
easy, hands down.
Bro, what? We had TGIF, we had Snick, bro. Like we had
We
like
had
legendary
Saturday morning
shit, bro.
cartoons.
Saturday morning cartoons.
Movies were new, like stuff we never seen before.
bro. Yeah, you can't tell me nothing otherwise that shit wasn't the shit, bro.
Yeah.
And technology was really on the upswing, like VCRs. You know what I mean? Tape players. Like this
All
is
that
when
shit.
Nintendo's.
Yep,
you know
the
what
first
I mean?
video game, the Nintendo,
The first video games,
and
bro.
Atari. Yep,
Everything
everything was new and fun, man.
new and fun.
Colorful.
Yeah,
You know
colorful.
what I mean? It was. The
That's
80s
crazy.
were like that, but like the 90s was just like we figured
That
it
was
out.
it. Yeah.
We figured it out. We got rid of the weird perms.
Yep.
Dropped the neon colors,
Yep.
but like, you know,
Found different things to do with it.
yeah, I liked it.
Same.
I
bro.
was born in
Best
'88.
action
but-
hero like Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, dude,
You know, Steven
Bloodsport.
Seagal. Oh man, bro, anything Jean-Claude Van Damme, bro.
Yes.
Bloodsport,
Yes.
kickboxer,
100%.
all that type shit, bro.
He got put in Mortal Kombat 1.
Yeah, Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do,
bro.
you,
what?
do you know? All right, fun fact: Mortal Kombat, right? Johnny Cage. His character is based on Jean-Claude Van
Oh, I didn't know
Damme
that.
in Bloodsport.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah.
So it was fitting.
Bloodsport came first.
It was fitting.
they were like, didn't they ask Van Damme to do it? And he was like, no.
Because Johnny Cage would do the split kick, would do the split punch
100%.
thing. Yeah, that's real shit.
Just
bro.
facts. You can check me.
First appearance looked
Yeah.
exactly like him.
Yeah.
That's
100%.
fire. That's a fire fact right there.
Did you like Mortal Kombat, the movie from the 90s?
Yeah.
It was so good.
Hell yeah, bro.
It was so good.
Hell yeah, bro. I love that. I love that movie from the 90s. Like I said, it was just that era of action film was the shit to me. Like, you couldn't tell me otherwise, bro. I'm out. Have a good one, bro. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
so-
can't tell me shit.
I would say Dragon Ball Z is what that made me realize what anime. What's the anime store in Greensburg?
I don't know.
Oh, I went there 1,000 times as a child. That's
Damn, they had
pathetic.
an anime store in Greensboro?
Yeah, it's pathetic. I mean, it's right next to Headkeeper, the bar. It's pathetic. I can't think of the name of it, but my dad would take me there, and he would buy me the VHSs,
Yeah.
and they'd have like 3 episodes on them.
Yeah.
But you could get like 4 would come out at a time. So you get like however many episodes, you know what I mean? Like 16 if you're lucky. But then you would be so far ahead of TV that you couldn't watch it on TV. So
Damn,
like
you was up on, you had internet game before
Oh,
internet
dude.
type shit, bro.
I was so lucky
I was going up to the bookstore in the mall.
reading them. No, I didn't do that.
So every Saturday I'd go buy the new Shonen Jump.
Yeah. You
And
stayed
then-
ahead that way.
And then I would go down to Morgantown and pick up the newest volume of the manga.
Yeah.
Of whatever I'd be reading at the time. Mostly it was Bleach.
Yeah. Yeah, man,
I was reading mangas and like I was
No,
so far ahead of anything on TV. I was reading mangas that people didn't even know there was, like Naruto.
yeah.
When I was reading the manga, we didn't even know there was gonna be an anime of it.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I got into Sonic for a little bit, but like didn't keep up. I couldn't as a kid, like with
Yeah.
comics. But Sonic was definitely
You fuck with the cartoon, Jaleel White as Sonic?
The-
Steve Urkel as Sonic?
the old one,
Yeah, the original.
because there was 2 90s ones.
Was there 2?
Yeah.
The one where Jaleel White was
The
was
popular
Steve Urkel.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, that was
Of
my
course.
shit. Do you remember the MC Hammer cartoon where he wore the shoes? Bro put on shoes
No.
and turned into MC Hammer. He got the
Uh-uh.
shoes from James Brown.
Uh-uh.
That shit was fire. Saturday morning cartoons, bro. That was the
If-
same time as the Gretzky shit. Remember where they had Gretzky, Bo Jackson,
I didn't
Michael
watch
Jordan? You
I
know
didn't
what?
watch
no?
it.
I do remember some
I know
of
what
the
you mean,
stuff.
but I didn't watch it.
Yeah, that
I
shit
wasn't a
was fire, too.
sports little kid.
Yeah, that shit was fire. Bro.
Yeah.
That shit was fire. But nonetheless, man. So all of this was inspired by that era, by that time.
Yeah.
Why don't you show us some of the cars, bro? Put us on.
Oh, check them
You
out.
know it's
Yeah.
corny nowadays, but like low key back in the day, it was fire and we all loved watching it.
What was
Captain
that?
Planet.
Yeah, Captain Planet was that shit. What you mean?
Captain Planet you would not be excited for, but you'd watch the whole episode.
Bro, what? I was excited for that shit. Jesse's gonna flip the kid. Yeah, there you go.
I thought that shit was
Yeah, Captain Planet, like nowadays.
Those look good.
Captain Planet, you'd be like kind of cutting up on it, but
Leatherhead, he's a villain, he's
back then, that was that shit.
I don't
So, yeah.
recall, bro.
It plays like Pokemon.
He was like one. He was like Bebop or Rocksteady. I don't remember Leatherhead.
Yeah, he's like a pretty OG character, that goes back pretty far. And there's vehicles, weapons,
Yeah, for sure.
There's all kind of cars. These are handmade prototypes, so I geeked out real hard, went on the internet, talked to people, watched like a ton of YouTube videos, and spent some time on Reddit, and learned how to make handmade prototypes, how to get the background hollow,
Yeah.
so the whole thing's not hollow.
Found the secret rares.
Huh? No.
Come on.
No. What's the point?
Okay, then show him the secret rare that you can only get.
I'll show him, but no one else can see it.
Yeah, yeah.
Show him the secret rare.
No, you have the one right on top right there.
No, that's not a secret rare. That's gonna be a promo.
But yeah, but that's what I can.
Okay,
secret
alright,
rare, 'cause
alright,
The
alright.
only way you're gonna get it
Okay,
is to see you
so-
in person and you have it
Yeah.
and want to give it.
So, for I don't know, however long, I guess until once the Kickstarter is done,
Yeah.
the only way you're gonna be able to get this card, the last Ronin, is by seeing me in person, and then you have to play me in a game.
Oh, that's
So,
fire.
You don't have to beat me. You don't have to win nothing.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You just have to play a game with me, whatever happens, and then you'll get the last Ronin. The last Ronin is the most
They
current.
did the movie recently, right? The last.
They're working
working
on
on
it.
it,
It's
okay.
mind blowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last Ronin, I'm sure you know, is the most like
I gotta start
modern,
reading the book
up
you
to
got
date
me.
like Turtles.
Yeah.
with IDW Comics, so they have like their series, monthly series. I
Right.
think it's monthly.
Yeah.
I just actually got Jesse the book. It's every issue that comes up the whole story, but instead of the comics in every issue, it's just one hardback. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
yeah.
So it's a hard top, front and back,
Yeah.
and then they're big, full colored pages
Yeah.
that are like a little
That's
harder
fire.
and thicker.
So
But
it's
I just gave
it's
him
just
that.
a hardback comic, basically.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
the whole like whatever of all the volumes
Okay.
that makes like that story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm curious about the last Ronin story. I'm not familiar with it.
It's sick. You want a
Outside
quick
of-
breakdown?
Outside of the for
So,
sure.
mad time goes by. They start fighting with the Foot Soldier clan again after like a truce. Long story short, Donnie dies, Raph dies, Leo dies, Splinter dies. Mikey's left. Mikey wants to avenge all his brothers. April's still around, right?
Oh, I thought it was Raphael, so it's actually
Mikey, man.
what?
Mikey.
Because he's so serious and like
Yeah,
everything that
everyone.
I've seen, the demeanor,
Everyone thought it would be Raph.
That's who I thought it was, bro.
No, they said it was more fitting that it was Mikey because
Damn.
they were like Mikey was always the most talented, never tried. He was always like not most sympathetic, but they were
Most
like
personality.
They were like just reading about it like Kevin Eastman and one of the co-creators.
Yeah.
Peter's like super old now. Shout out to him. He's the best, but Kevin's a little bit younger, and still heavily involved, but
Yeah.
but I think the story is fantastic. You know what I mean?
That's
It's-
dope. I
it's
had
super
I
dark.
had no idea it was Mikey, bro.
Yeah, it's Mikey, and so Mikey goes and fights Shredder's grandson, and he has like the Shredder outfit, but it's all like liquid metal and can like kind of move and like make different spikes, like
Yeah.
basically
Like,
Terminator
like
2.
Silver Surfer type shit.
Yeah, I was
almost.
thinking like Terminator 2, the
Yeah.
cop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's basically that. You know what I mean? And then they fight. Mikey kills him, but Mikey dies like right after while he's talking to April from like the fight. You know what I mean? And then April and her daughter go and clone all the turtles and make 4 new turtles.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Going back to what we were talking about
Which
earlier
is
with
sick.
Power Rangers and all their like collabs and stuff.
Yeah.
I forgot that picture up there is
Oh,
from
yeah.
the Power Rangers
Godzilla.
collab.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Godzilla whooped the shit out of Megazord.
I see that.
That would be a good way to stop Godzilla, right? Put a fucking Megazord together. God damn.
Tried that. It obviously didn't work.
Yeah.
A cool story. This card, the last Ronin.
Yeah.
Here, you can have this one because
Oh,
I can
get
make
the fuck
them.
out of here, bro.
I can make them anytime. Like I said,
Get the fuck out of here.
I learned how to hand make them. So
That's hard, bro.
there's
Thank you
probably
so
like
much.
there's probably you're welcome. There's probably like maybe I'd say like 8 or 9 people who have them, maybe less, like 7 or 8 people who have them.
Bro, the quality control process has been painstaking.
Yeah, I get to the very end of a card and then like there's a hair in between it. Throw it away. It's like, oh god, I sat there
Even just
for a
like,
half hour for
how
nothing.
many card stocks and how many different clear.
Dude, you should see if I go hard one day, the floor is covered from snipping. Just
How long
covered,
you been
bro.
working on this?
For like a year,
A year?
probably more than a year. From more than a year.
I would
yeah.
say almost a year ago is whenever I started buying materials for you.
Okay, so
How many decks do you have?
well, so a whole set, like an average set, is like 160 to 170, like in a card game. So I went with like 160, but I'm probably gonna do more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm probably gonna go like
How
10
many
or 15 more.
playtester set decks did you send out?
Like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
So there's like 5 or 6 people, but they don't have the whole set
Yeah.
of all the cards. They just have a good guy deck and a bad guy deck. They don't have like all the
Well,
cards.
40 each.
Yeah,
40
well
cards each.
30 because 10 of the cards are the resource.
Do you currently have a Kickstarter set up for this?
So I'm waiting until 2026 so I can spend all 2025 to get ready.
Okay.
I know the printer I want to use. They're from China. Not Bayaya, not the MetaZoo printers. But it's a different one and they're way better reputation and so I know what printer I want. We can handle it. But I can't send, sorry, I'm trying not to burp. I can't send them to the printer until everything's done. So like I said, I have like about 130 of the 160 done. So once the other 30 artworks are done, then all the cards in the set are done. Then you also have to get a reverse of whatever cards you want to be hollow.
Yeah.
Because I went in and with these cards down here and just hand painted them with a paint gel pen and paint marker. You paint whatever you don't want to be hollow white, and then when you put all the layers together, you know, the back will be hollow and the main character won't,
Yeah.
because you painted the main character,
That's
right?
fire.
But so what you really do is you just make a whole other like image where like everything's black, like this is black, all that's black, everything's black, but
Right.
except for right around him. That'll just be like clear, so you'll see the hollow.
And that's how you create hollows.
Yeah. So I still got to get all those made, the reverses, so I could submit that.
Yeah.
So that way, when they get the hollows made, they just slap them together.
Nice.
Because you can't just tell them, oh, on this character, I want it to look like that. You know what I mean?
You gotta make
It's
sure.
a whole
you gotta
image.
make sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Each hollow will have 2 images, like that one that you see, and then one that goes in between that and the hollow pattern.
I like that.
You know what I mean? There's like layers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Totally, bro. I was gonna say
Yeah,
like
like a cake. Yeah.
I was gonna say like a skateboard. They're made of 7 layers, and you glue them and press them together.
Yeah. You're a serious
I-
skateboarder?
I've never stopped skateboarding. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been, you know how I love Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Skateboarding
Same
just
type
came
of
from
fashion.
that. It just came from that.
Really?
Yeah, cause like I seen them
They
skateboarding.
were always skateboarding.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm like
Through the
5,
sewers.
6. I'm like, skateboarding is the coolest thing. Like they skateboard. Do you know what
Did
I
you
mean?
fuck with the Tony Hawk's back in the day, the video game?
Oh, dude, of course.
Of
That
course,
is
yeah.
like every night. Kids that didn't skate played Tony Hawk.
I didn't
Do
skate.
you know
I
what
played
I mean?
the fuck out of Tony
That's
Hawk.
what I'm saying.
I played skate.
It was
That's how much I love Tony
yeah.
Hawk. I played skate, bro.
no, I don't fuck with skate.
Yeah.
I stopped. I can't play skate. Like I stopped all that shit. But yeah, I would play that shit out of Tony Hawk right now if you
Yeah.
put in like 1 through 4. Nah, see, I didn't like that. It got too fancy. 1 was like phenomenal. 2, I like kind of skipped. 3 was amazing. 4 was amazing. And then when you can start building your own skate parks,
Yeah.
oh my god,
Yeah.
2 hours deep, I'm just building a skate park, and before I even skate it, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that was the most fire. Yeah.
That shit was super like a great outlet of creativity.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
You know what I mean?
was
That
brilliant.
was phenomenal. But
Yeah,
no,
that's,
I love skateboarding.
we came from that, right? We came from the era where like video games really got to be what we know
Skating
them
was
as
still
today.
like punk. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It wasn't like all mainstream, and
Mainstream,
you were
yeah.
cool. It was like, oh, you skate? I'm like, yeah, skate. Yeah, dude. Pancake, fiddles. Yeah, skating's the best. Me and my friends, we actually have a warehouse in Mount Pleasant.
Okay.
And we all pitch in and pay rent a month,
Oh,
and
that's
we have
fine.
a whole skate park inside. It's huge.
Really?
Yeah.
Him originally met. My cousin's in the skate shop and skate park in town.
Okay.
Yeah, by the library.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a really good friend in Portland who's big in skating. Shout out my G, man. And he had a skate park that he ended up turning into like something like what we have here.
Studio.
Yeah, but it was
Yeah.
like huge. He had like an indoor performance space.
Mm-hmm.
He said,
Fantasy Factory.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
basically-
cool.
Basically, he had a studio upstairs. He had like everything that you could want. He said the skate park just got to be too big of a liability with insurance and shit. He said he didn't want to.
Yeah. No, we
That's
don't
what I
have
did.
we don't have any insurance. It's literally the homies rent a
That's,
warehouse,
that's what I figured when
and
you
it's
said
just
it. Yeah.
us.
Just for y'all to
You know,
fuck
our
around on.
friends come and stuff, but like if someone breaks their leg, like
They
there's nothing you
understand.
could do.
Like, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you broke your leg skating, but like doesn't matter where it happened. Like we're not, you know what I mean? It's not like that. It's
Yeah.
literally like,
Just the homies.
yeah.
No, I feel you. But yeah, man. No, this is exciting. I'm excited for you. Now, do you have a plan or a date to launch?
Yeah, so 2025 is when
This is all just create. You said
yeah,
you're
I
creating
wanna
the
s-
concept. You're
I
getting
wanna
everything together.
submit everything to the printer company, make sure everything's cool. Then 2026 I'm going to have the Kickstarter, and then just get the Kickstarter, and then hopefully that will be able to also fund like the next reprint. So like there'll be like the Kickstarter set, and all the cards will have like the little K with their logo, you know what I mean? And like down in the little corner.
Yeah.
And then after that come out with like the first edition. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then a whole second set. Like on paper I have 3 sets, like 3 full sets.
He knows that your fund, like we're, however we end up doing it, are funding the first print.
Yeah.
We're not-
The first everything's like I already paid for the art, like I've been
Yeah,
saying.
you're already in the process. Yeah.
Yeah. So after that,
Yeah, we're not making a Kickstarter to get the money to pay the printer.
Yeah.
No.
That's not.
Yeah.
The Kickstarter is basically for mass distribution. Is what you're trying to do with that.
yeah, I wanted to make it like special too.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? In the sense that these will be like the pre-cards too. So everybody that like followed along on Instagram, everyone that was on the Discord, you know what I mean? People that joined the Patreon. You know, if you join the Patreon, it's just $20, and then you get one card a month, whatever card you want. I'll hand make it. And then also, you know, this has kind of been public record. I'm not gonna hand make any more cards like prototypes once the Kickstarter's out. So like, if you just signed up for like the Patreon, you're gonna get like your 12,
Some
13
exclusive.
cards if you stay, and then that's it.
Yeah.
The Patreon will be over. You know what I mean?
That's fire, bro.
Yeah.
No, it sounds like this is well thought out, and you put a lot of time and thought into this, and get a lot of research.
Yeah.
It sounds like had to go into this for you to have the knowledge that you have about what it requires to do something like this.
Oh, dude, I even forced it on Griff over here. I gave him all 10 seasons of the Ninja Turtle cartoon.
To do real research.
And I'm like,
on.
watch it.
Yeah.
You see a laser beam gun that I don't got wrote down? Write
it's
it down.
fire. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was a side
Different
character
side
that I
yep.
overlooked.
Yep.
Do it. If there's a phrase that sounds cool together, write that shit down. Do you know what I mean?
Have you found anything that you missed like that?
Yeah. I've not. Yeah, I'll put it on just background shit noise while I'm making cards too. You know what I mean?
Get together and start watching it together and
Yeah.
Bro, first episode I had like 25 ideas. I was like, listen, bro.
Yeah.
Send it out. Second episode,
It would
some.
to make the first set was hard because I had to narrow it down.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I had so much.
material.
I'm like, here's 100 good guys. Here's 100 bad guys. Here's like 30 weapons. Here's like 55 devices. Here's 40 vehicles. I'm like, I gotta, you know, make it synergistic, even and equal to
Who's
good
your-
guys, bad guys.
Who's your favorite villain?
My favorite villain? I don't know. It's up normally. All right, the Shredder from the first movie specifically.
Okay.
Not just Shredder.
Why,
the-
why that one?
Just because of how badass he was.
Okay.
He was so like straight evil. Kidnapped the rat, chained him to a fence wall, let him there for
Yeah.
days, right? Like just to get the turtles to come out, lures them to the rooftop, jumps down out of nowhere. It's like dead silence. Says all that badass shit, whoops their ass.
You think he's more sinister than
The cartoon, it's so like
it was Uncle
Put-
Phil? What you
put
want
yeah,
from him?
yeah, exactly. It was so like for kids. It was meant to be for kids. Like they watered that shit down hard. They made it so goofy.
I'm surprised they haven't did like a dark version to film
Dude, you
yet
you couldn't top the first movie.
of the Turtles.
It couldn't be any darker than the first movie.
Shredder fight like these training kids. Did he just full on made them fight him?
Yeah, so in the first movie, it's a deleted scene, and it's not in the movie. Yeah, it's not in the movie. There's like a French DVD director's cut that has the scene. It ain't even like in America. Yeah, it's like maybe there's a European one or whatever. You know what I mean?
Fuck about beating
But
kids'
yeah.
ass.
Yeah, so like the Shredder, there's this place in North Carolina. It's like a cement frame of a building, but there's no roof or walls, so it looks super badass. It's in North Carolina. I've seen people that go there and like, oh, check out where I am. You know what I mean? And they take pictures. It's super cool. And it's like out in this field, but it's at nighttime, and like there's all like teenagers everywhere, right? They're like the kids, but without the foot soldier outfits on.
Yeah.
But they're just in like their regular like street clothes and shit.
Right.
And he's initiating 2 kids to be foot soldiers, right? So like they lay down roll down a carpet. He walks out, drips his cape back and shit, says some shit, and then sits down like Indian style, like this, like legs crossed, just, like back straight, like sitting up. And then the 2 kids roll up on him to fight him. And then like the idea is they gotta fight the Shredder. You know what I mean? To like get initiated or whatever. Shredder just starts beating the shit out of him, sitting down, like cutting them, you know, with his whatever you want to
Yeah,
call them
yeah.
specifically. I don't know.
Yeah,
His cheese
on
grater
his
wrist
arms, yeah.
slashers. You know what I mean? And then just fucks them up. And then they drag the kids away, and he just stands up.
This is in the movie, the
Yeah,
original.
yeah. But
Damn.
no, they took it out. You
Right,
know what I
right,
mean?
yeah.
But they
That's
filmed
crazy.
it. It's like a minute 20 seconds
Damn.
of
That
the
would've been fire
Shredder.
to see.
Yeah, of the
Probably
Shredder.
catch it on YouTube. I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, you can. It's
Yeah.
just like deleted scenes because there's not that many that like didn't make it. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
No, I'm
So I
glad
would say the movie, the first movie, The Shredder. Obviously not the second movie because like the second movie, parents were so upset that the second movie went straight for being like little kids.
Yeah.
Like they didn't use their weapons. They didn't like beat people up with their nunchucks
I
or
didn't
nothing.
even think about that.
Never used their
They were
weapons
just on some
once.
Zen shit, chilling in Japan.
No, that's the third one.
Oh,
That one's the hated one.
yeah, that one. Yeah, that
It
one
was bad.
That one was bad.
It was bad, but it was good. It was good. It was good. They went to Japan.
Yeah.
That was sick. There was the scroll, the ancient Japan
Yep.
scroll that showed that the turtles were like from back in the day,
Yeah.
but like doesn't make any sense, and they didn't explain anything of how they got to the future in New York. But they were like, "Hey, check out this random lore dump. Here's the turtles written in Japan." You know, nah, that shit was all right. It was just that shit was all right. It was good. Mikey got a girl.
Yeah.
Almost didn't go back for her. He's like, "Yo, I'm about to get this."
He's
Yeah.
like, bro, we ain't got none of these back where I'm from.
They're like, "Come on, Mikey, you don't want no human shit. Get back with us." They
He's
don't
like,
come
yeah, I
back.
do.
It's like, nah.
What type of girl she gotta be to mess with a
Turtle, I know.
a mutant
She even
turtle?
had a kid. He was like, "I'm this kid's dad now too." You know what I mean? He didn't care.
Yeah, that's sinister.
How old do you think Mikey was? They're teenagers. You know what I mean? How old do you
Yeah.
think Mikey was? 17, about to take on a family in
Yeah.
Japan.
He didn't give a damn.
He didn't even hit it yet. He's like, "No, we're good. She told me I was gonna do it."
I have faith, it's just that so good, I ain't even got a test.
I ain't even gotta test
He's like,
it.
"She knows karate and shit. I'm staying."
Like April don't do none of this, y'all.
April's whack. All we gotta do is defend her.
Gotta learn to fucking
Yeah, yeah.
Gossiping.
She
All
ain't
doing is
throwing nothing
gossiping.
our way, making us fight.
Her and Casey Jones probably at it anyway. No, for sure. No, I'm glad you brought your passion of the turtles here to me and introduced me to this. I had no idea that you were actually creating your own
Yeah.
series of trading cards.
Yeah, man, we've been sitting here the last year up till now playing it.
Now I know you guys go to a lot of conventions.
Yeah.
With this, have you like tested it? Have you like let other people see some of this stuff?
Well, there's this other card game. Yeah. Can I talk about it? There's this cool card game called Cannabis,
Yeah.
and it's just about smoking pot. It's just
Yeah.
pot weed game. You know what I mean? And it's awesome. I love playing it. I have a ton of cards. We play all the time. There's a new set coming out, and it's all about like old video games. Super
Yeah.
excited, right? For this like underground like indie, game that's not like Pokemon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that
not
it
very
hasn't
many
hit
people.
mainstream yet.
Yeah, not yet. But so we go to their booth and we know them all. Jesse knows them all really well, and I'm like getting to know everybody, and everything's all good. You know what I mean? And some of them know about the card game, so I came with cards to hand out, like 20 of them.
Oh, that's dope.
I'm handing people cards. Everyone comes over and we're like, checking everything out. And then Phil, right? Hoff? Yeah, Hoff was just like, you gotta stop. Made us get out of the
Yeah?
thing. Made me like get out of in the ropes, like just like 2 feet away. Yeah,
Which I understand,
yeah,
but the whole reason why he came over and said that stuff is because he thought we were trying to promote
yeah,
cannabis.
Oh,
In
okay.
reality,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our streamer homies were there. We were
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it was just regular people just interested that you guys already knew. Like
Yeah.
it had nothing to do with what they had going on. You weren't taking anything away from that.
No, I wasn't like we're about to like sit down and start playing games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just like, oh hey, here's 2
But
cards.
that
here's
was
2
that
cards.
was the
Here's 2
perception that they
cards.
got when they
Yeah,
seen
it happened real quick.
Yeah.
They were more excited than I expected them to be.
No, it is exciting. Like you said, it is nostalgic.
Yes.
If you come from that era, it
It
certainly
hits
does invoke
1,000%
emotions.
on the nostalgia dopamine.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially the art. So like I was saying, just one artist, Alejandro, but we can have like every type, like the toy turtle, a different type of toy turtle, the movie turtles, the cartoon turtles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every different slight, version of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like every Mikey's gonna look like Mikey.
Right.
He's super good about the different types. So
No, that's fire.
yeah, he's the man. He's like the main reason why it could happen, because like without someone so committed to just sit there and make everything you could freaking think of, you know
Right.
what I mean?
Really making your vision come to life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of cards that aren't a character or like a device or a car. There's some things like one of the cards was called Malice. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, how do I visually make a representation of malice?
Right.
So like I explained what the definition is to the homie Griff, and then I never knew he like went to art school or
Oh, okay.
whatever. I had
Yeah.
no idea. he hands me like a 99% done picture. I'm like, well, this is easy.
Yeah.
And then I just gave what he gave me to the artist, and the artist basically just retraced it and colored it.
That's crazy, bro. So
yeah,
it
it's
seems
in
like
there.
it seems like everything's coming together perfectly. So you have to know this is like divine timing. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a passion project, and like I've been single the whole time,
Yeah.
so that's been very
that
helpful.
helps. Yeah.
Very helpful.
Women
So
be getting on your nerves about anything that you love that's not them.
yeah, so
They hate that shit, bro. Like, you love something that's not me.
you gotta make
I
me
gotta
a turtle.
stop this.
I'm gonna be a turtle. Make me a turtle.
Yeah, no,
Like,
they,
oh,
they just
God.
don't want you. My brother said it to me, and it made perfect sense. They don't want to see you happy in anything that doesn't involve them. That shit irks
That's what a
them.
relationship is, bro.
All you do is let them be stupid, silly fucking hard.
Yep.
At first they'll love it. Oh, that's so creative.
yep,
You're
yep.
so passionate.
Yep. And they're like, "What about me? Don't you see me over?" Like,
The only prototype Texas made is on fire.
real shit.
Oh my god.
But hell yeah, bro. No,
Binder.
we're definitely going.
Over the can that's on fire, and she's just waiting to drop it in front of me.
We're definitely gonna follow the journey that you got going on. One more time, tell people how to get a hold of you on social media so they can follow the journey firsthand.
Discord, which is, you have to get an invite, right? But it's you can find that anywhere. So the main place is just Instagram, TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, just
Yep.
TMNT _ and then TCG.
Dope.
So if you go there, there's links to the Discord. So once you just go on IG, you can just, yeah. I'm pretty sure I got the link up, but yeah, it's not like private. You just ask anybody, any of the people that follow. You know what I mean?
Right.
They'll give it to you. And if you want to get a handmade prototype, join the Patreon. It's $20 a month, and you get to
A card a month.
pick any card you want that's done, and
Yeah.
I'll make it a hollow for you.
That's fire.
Any card you want. So
Any car, man. Make sure y'all get a hold of us now, before it's too late, man.
yeah, you got 1 year, and then it's hopefully gonna be coming out. So that's the plan. Is 2026, the very beginning of the year.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. No, but hey, man, y'all know where y'all at. Marley State of Mind podcast, the world's dopest podcast, down here at a bunch of Bull Studios as per usual. Tonight we were fortunate enough to have another special guest for y'all. Make sure you follow his journey and support it in every way you can, because it's going to be something special, man. Get a hold of it while you can. But until next time, we're out of here. Peace.